Bam. Going live. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Pro Se Legal School. We brought the tools. You guys do the work. I'm Coach Neighbors, and let's just get started. Thank you, Heather. Welcome to the show, and good evening. Glad to be here. So let's just get everything lined up. So tonight we're going to talk about crushing the HOA 101 or 100. You can call it whatever you want to. We're going to look at some stuff about their jurisdiction, HOA governing documents. You know, are you legally bound to follow them? Is the HOA the number one lien holder? Can the HOA like foreclose on you? And then we're gonna when we get done, you'll understand how to crush them with some words. Yeah. What's up? It ain't what it ain't. It is until it ain't. It's something. So tonight's live stream is brought to you by, well, this is not official, okay? It's brought to you by a Maker's Mark. Yeah, my foster kid's making his mark in divorce court, and this is my other prize. I have another prize from award from 2019 over there. It wasn't as cool as this. I mean, it was kind of cool, but yeah. So that's what he got me for helping him enjoy the beatdown going on with that's going on with the divorce court situation over there. And I got a video I'll post first thing tomorrow. I actually worked on it today, which is update of what we did, or of how we did the thing that we're doing in a divorce court situation. And so in there, I'm going to like outline the whole beginning and then to where we are now and just show you the front page. Well, I do actually show you the whole page of a couple of documents that we made for a situation, just because I couldn't resist myself. But you'll see that in the video tomorrow. So tonight, we're going to be talking about the HOA situation. So what? Okay, so usually what I do when I'm like instruction or document or learning to do something or getting ready to kick something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, so usually what I do. All right. What's up, Monique? Got a couple of people signing in here. What's up, Urban? And Urban is one of the ones that's bringing this to light that we're talking about tonight. Yeah, look at that. Shattered by corruption. Boy, that's a party. Okay, so we're going to leave that up there for a while because, I might get some benefits from that. Okay, sorry. Let me stay focused. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screen share. So generally when I do this research for this stuff, I go through and I research the front pages and I save that first. And then I go back several bunch of pages or whatever. I go back on the internet until I stop seeing attorney ads or stuff that the government put out or just, stupid shit stuff or whatever. But along the way, I copy and paste interesting things below the attorney stuff. That usually is what you see first. And so when I put my documents together, then I show you guys, I know how I show you guys the corrected attorney stuff. But that's not what we're going to do today. When I was researching for this, I was looking at this stuff. I was like, you know, oh, this is, when you see this, then you're going to understand why it don't pay any to do. So let me do a screen share and let's just get started because y'all might think I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so can you guys see this document that I've got posted there? Can you guys see that document? I'm not sure. I can't. No. Okay. Okay. We're going to end this and do it a different way. Ooh, I got a thunderstorm coming in. So if I lose you, it's not because they're coming for me. Let's try this screen share a different way. Well, that's not going to work out that way because I don't have it as still on the internet, so that's why it's not showing. So we're gonna just talk about it here. Hang on a second. We're gonna turn the screen share off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got you. So we're just going to talk about it here, and I'm going to explain to you guys how I got to where we're at. So basically, I went to the AI machine and asked about the jurisdiction, the homeowner association jurisdiction, and it came back and said the association operates with a specific jurisdiction, and their authority is derived from a combination of local, state, and federal regulations. Yeah, okay. So you guys already know that state statutes are what are okay. Never mind. We'll wait to get to that. And then it said that local government jurisdiction, uh, such as city or county, create and enforce laws that apply to all residents within their boundaries. So they just said they create and enforce laws. They do that, but it doesn't say those laws are legal. These laws cover a variety of aspects of community life, including zoning, property maintenance. Oh, yeah, you mean statutes. Those are the statutes. Okay, come on, slow down. We'll get to the HOA. So the HOA must comply with these local laws. Now we're to the local laws, local rules. Total BS. Local laws while maintaining common areas within their community while managing and maintaining. Yeah. So state laws oversee the creation, operation, and termination of HOAs. So I'm not sure how that helps you guys because they pay the HOA for the license. I'm pretty sure. I mean, in my head they do. So. Oh, these laws define the framework for the HOA, including the foundation, governing, and powers. Well, we'll get to that down the road. State statutes vary, so HOAs must adhere to specific rules set by their states. Oh, back to the states, the one that gave them the license. Oh, federal regulations. Application of federal laws include the American Disabilities Act, ensures the accessibility for, oh, yeah, the Fair Housing Act, and the Code of Federal Regulations. So none of those are apply to to what the HOA is doing. So the HOA has their own governing documents. And they're structured as private corporations or unincorporated associations. They have their own governing documents that include covenants, conditions, restrictions, and these outline the rules and restrictions for the homeowners. And Milton, the reason that I said that this is the easiest thing to crush is because if you look up their covenant restrictions and rules, they're ridiculous. And they're not anything that they're not laws. They're just policies and procedures that they like you to follow, as long as there's value for you to follow them. When there's not value for you to follow them, then and so these bylaws is what they call them. A bylaw. I didn't even take the time to look that up because I don't need to. Define how the HOA operates, elects its boards, and handles finances. Oh, the bylaws, how they handle the finances. So they make them up themselves. Okay, so it says the Articles of Incorporation established HOA as a legal entity. So if you want to sue them, then I would also sue them for the Article of Incorporation. So you could be in charge of it and have the main say and be on the board of directors. Yeah, I think it's called their corporate charter. You want to sue them for their corporate charter. So then it says the HOA enforces these internal rules and regulations within their own communities. Oh, aren't you guys lucky they enforce this stuff in their own communities and they don't need the police or the judge or anybody else? Yeah. And, you can look this up if you just ask a few questions in the thing. So, in summary, the HOA derives their jurisdiction from a combination of local and state and federal laws. Well, that's what they said. Okay, we just read, they make their stuff, and as well as their own governing documents. They don't do that from any of the local, state, or federal laws. They make that stuff up inside of their own corporation. And homeowner association, and so this is the part that I get a little fired up about. Oh, so can the homeowner association foreclose on you? Not legally. Why? Well, let's keep it simple. They're not the number one lien holder. The number one lien holder is the person who financed the stinking whatever it is. I'm thinking. I mean, in my head, the number one lien holder is that person. And legally, that person or that corporation can't foreclose on you either because they never gave you a loan or whatever. But that's that's another video. Okay, so no, the HOA is not the number one lien holder. Nope. I don't care. They're not the number one lien holder. And I don't even know where they're at on that list. Maybe you refinance it, so they're forced to. But see, here's the problem. The attorneys that work for the HOA, the attorneys that work for the bank, the attorneys that work for the real estate company, the attorneys that work for the Association of Deeds. That's so HOA liens. They're saying that the lien that the HOA is a legal claim that a homeowners association places on a property when a homeowner fails to pay dues or assessments. And I don't know. I mean, anybody can put a lien on the property. So, that's true. It gives HOA the right to collect unpaid amount by foreclosing on the property if necessary. No, that's a bull. That's a bull, okay? Because you can't foreclose if you're not the number one lien holder. I mean, I don't know. If you're not the number one lien holder, then you can't foreclose and then pay them off. No, that's not the way it goes. No, it doesn't go that way in my head or anywhere. So they're saying that the lien essentially is a way for HOA to secure financial interest in the property for non-compliance owners. And that's true. But the HOA don't have the right to start a foreclosure process. That crap is done by the players stealing your property. And it's not, they're not, I'll say. So it says here, the priority of the liens. The term number one lien holder refers to the priority of liens on the property. Now, I don't know. I just like to keep it simple. To me, it refers to the company who financed the property, period. Because I don't see how anybody else's lien can be more than that, more than that corporation. Okay, and then it says, in the context of HOA liens, they typically have a high priority because they attach directly to the property. That doesn't mean that the priority is high because the players are trying to get your butt out on the street so they take over. And if there are multiple liens, and this is what it says, if there are multiple liens such as mortgage, tax liens, or other claims, the order of the priority determines who gets paid first on the sale, refinance, or foreclosure. But it doesn't say the order of the lien also dictates who has legal right to foreclose on the property. It doesn't say that. But, So, and I left this way so people can see this is what you read when you look at the stuff if you don't pay close attention. And it says here, generally HOA liens are considered senior liens, meaning they take precedence over other liens except for property tax and certain government liens. They don't take precedence over the mortgage lien. Why did they not mention the mortgage? These people are on some serious crapola right here. Oh, so doesn't own the property, but they don't mention the mortgage lien, which is more likely than not should be in my head the number one, but they don't mention that. So it says here, so yes, HOA liens can be prominent in the lien hierarchy. You may be dealing with an HOA lien. It's necessary to address it promptly to avoid foreclosure. And then after that, it said you should contact an attorney, but I didn't copy that. I didn't copy that in. I didn't copy that in the thing. Okay, so we're going to go back because I couldn't have the window open and see everybody's stuff here while I was talking because I didn't have that quite set up right. But dude, you're supposed to be here every day. I mean, every. Sorry, I messed that up. Okay, thanks, War Son. It looked like it got real small on my. It looked really weird. So I probably should have just had the windows open, but switching back and forth to several windows takes up a lot of time. Thanks, Mr. Perfect. I was actually a few minutes late, but I was here. I was there. You're welcome. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. And the attorneys are the ones that allow that to go down because they ain't saying nothing. And and the reason why attorneys, okay, so here's what I tell people. There's one reason why attorneys don't help anybody in foreclosure for real. Okay, I don't see many attorneys telling you to do stuff that we're doing, that we've learned to do from the real time feedback from everybody. And the reason is because they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing their friends down the street are doing to you. They're signing for their friends down the street to do the same thing to other people. So when you bring the fire that you get here, it forces them to visualize their shared liability. Okay, so very good, Aaron. That's I I don't think they really I don't think they really do that. Okay. Yeah. No, I love this, and you're right. So this is what we do. This is what we do to stop this crap. And I want to make y'all wait for it. Dun 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 dun. We'll be right back, makers. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get this commercial thing down so somebody can pay me some extra money for stuff. Okay, so this is what we do. Add the HOA's ass as the number one defendant on your lawsuit. You should be claiming conspiracy. So they conspired with all of them other people for the mortgage fraud. Remember, you want to force them to visualize their shared liability. The only next one to go sit down or to start freaking. Force them to visualize their shared liability. Now, people talk, oh, but coach, they're just going to dismiss and stuff like that before, whatever. And I'm like, what, number one, before you wasn't doing the shit you're going to be doing over here. So you can't be looking back there doing over here and thinking it's going to be the same things over there. Because if you do that, they will know and they will make sure that that's what it is because they have control over your head. Mm-hmm. What we do is different over here. We don't do the same thing. Now, one of the most important things, too, is, if they dismiss your stuff, bam, You get to go right to the $100 million like Tammy. Because they're not going to use the fact or findings and or conclusions of law when they dismiss your stuff. They're not. They can't. They cannot use the fact of findings and the conclusions of law when they dismiss your stuff because they have you in administrative court. And they screwed you over to get you in that court. So when it starts out as poop, it stinks like that the whole way. How's that? I cleaned that up a little. And it smells like shit. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in. So they're not going to be able to... So now you just sue the judge that dismissed your stuff for violating your due process and tricking you and dragging you into administrative court when you thought you was in a judicial court where you had at least the right to shut the hell up or something. Oh, yeah. So now it's easy, okay, because all the evidence you need is just their website showing that they go from the local rules, which are the rules they pull out of their hat. They pull them out of their hat. Uh-huh. Oh, you guys must be. Hey, Tammy. So Tammy's kind of got them backed up over there in Tennessee. They came out the gate with, they came out the gate with the magistrate judge trying to answer for them, and Tammy jammed her up because she didn't have the consent form signed. So she violated their administrative. Then Attorney General came in, and Tammy, now the Attorney General's boss, I don't know what they call that person. And I don't understand why they think that they can just come in and send somebody else in when you have you've informed them that you're not willing to be in their administrative court, and you were trying to be in the National Court of Trade, the National Court of Claims, whichever one of those they want to call it, because they switched the name around to make it confusing. Oh. So now Tammy's addressing that, because here's the thing. We've learned through the real-time feedback that if you don't address the why, they're going to keep doing the what. Y'all know what the what is, okay? I didn't even have to. If you don't address when you address the why, then they're going to be worried about everybody else finding out. All those people for the last years, I had the last judge that tried to shut me down. I can't think of his name, is in Topeka. Mm-hmm. He told me he had jurisdiction for 40 years. I'm still here. Thank you. And Judge Kopecky, he's not even a judge. He's a traffic court RICO attorney. And he issued a warrant for my arrest. And the police pulled me over, and they didn't take me to jail. They wanted to inform me that let me know. I didn't know. They asked me if I knew there's a warrant for my arrest. Oh, I should have said, yeah, I thought about jumping out the car and busting out, running across. Okay, so some of y'all are wondering what is the lawsuit status with Kopecky and all that stuff, so. I don't know, I started having second thoughts about, following. No, the ass on ice. Okay, I got everything lined up over there. It's been filed and paid for. And so one of my friends said, oh, well, you only have 30 days or whatever. And I didn't know about that because they haven't said shit to me to hurry up. It's filed, and I had a lady in Tennessee or Texas who filed her lawsuit, but then she tried to work it out. And 9 months later, they tried to move on her because she didn't get a new deal and a receipt and all that, like her coach told her to do. And the fact that she had it filed already, even though she didn't serve anybody, yeah, she's still in the house. So these people will tell you all this stuff. And like I told Tammy, we're going to recuse the new boss's attorney general. I don't think you have to be a judge to get recused. If you have more power than us, then you might as well be a judge. It don't matter because they're all over us. So we're just going to accuse all the asses. So, yo. Well, I didn't know what there is to not understand, Irvin, because if you don't understand this stuff, then you're thinking in their conventional program where they want you to think that everything is fair and they have rights. So here's the thing. The program that they structured to transfer your property is structured to do exactly what it's doing. To set you up so they can steal your property and kick you out there. That's what it's set up to do. If it wasn't structured that way so they could have total control over your property, your deed would be delivered to your house. Like their statute, the law that they're supposed to be following says that the deed is supposed to be delivered to your house. And it says that it's not conveyed, blah, 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 until it's delivered. But they do what they call their constructive delivery, and that allows them to they register the deed in their office, and then they make a fake copy of it to send you to make you think that you're in control of your property. Okay, and the registration, there's no law that says you have to put your property in their office, and that registration of your property allows the first illegal lien to be put on property. And most people don't realize that the first illegal lien is the mortgage lien. And here's why. If there were several people who own property, all of those people would have to be present to sign that lien. So the fact that they accepted the signature from y'all happy asses proves, when I say they, I'm not talking about the lender, because there was no lender. They processed that shit through the Federal Reserve, and okay, that's oh, yeah. No, Urban. Okay, so the only reason that I suggest, and that is a good idea if you're doing HOA or suing them, it's the only reason to add the lender in there is because you're going to claim conspiracy. Okay? You're going to claim conspiracy. The HOA conspired with all of them to do this. And you put the whole thing on the HOA's ass. That's how you do that. See how they like that. They don't. If you understand their covenants and their other documents and crap that they made, And you know what? One of my friends said, "Oh, but I signed." You know what? You let me know if they provided full disclosure. Because if you knew they were going to be screwing you over like they're doing now, I'm just saying. So I don't care if you signed shit. If you wasn't provided full disclosure and you understood that you were going to get screwed like you're getting screwed right now, then I don't even want to hear that shit. So that's attorney shit. I'm not an attorney. Well, the HOA aren't focusing on homes that are paid. The HOA are focusing on owning the property inside of their corporate structure or property situation. They're not. Well, they're connected to the mortgage fraud and all the other stuff, but checked down a couple of times. The HOA is operating for the damn HOA. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm sure there's some kind of way some people get some cuts or some shit. I haven't I haven't figured that out yet. What I do know is that if I'm suing the HOA, I'm also going to be suing the association, the deeds association of each state. Each state has association and registration of deeds association, something like that. And also, like in Tennessee, they got a land bank. And that land bank is what I'd be suing also. At the top of the list, those two, the land bank, association of deeds in the state, I don't know. That's because the land bank, man, it's bad. So Channel 5 did a report or investigation, and they found out that, they're saying, oh, we sell these properties, they're going to be eyesores so we can get the back-to-back taxes or whatever. Well, we already proved that the taxes scheme, so we won't even focus on that. But the Channel 5 news reporter showed that there was some property that was worth like $24,000, and the taxes on the property was $3,500, and the property sold for $500 to somebody in another country, maybe in China. I heard China owns a bunch of our property and farmland and all that, but you know what? That's not true, okay? Y'all ass don't own nothing, and y'all live. Oh, that document that we reference in the mortgage fraud package, in the mortgage fraud lawsuit, we're saying, well, obviously the 42 U.S.C., the day-to-day procedure, whatever. But also in that package, we're saying there's 6 things missing out of the contract that the attorneys are bringing to the table. And one of the 6 things that we're saying is missing is that we're saying, oh, this is hot. You're saying in that lawsuit in the mortgage fraud package, you're saying that that you and the lender agreed that they would do the deal according to the GAAP accounting principles. Bam! And they can't say that they did do the deal because they would be lying because they didn't. They can't say they didn't because, well, they did. They can't. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and so another thing, too, I remember off the top of my head is that you're saying that you and the lender agreed that you and the lender was going to do, that the borrower would be repaid. Bam! Because your signature was the borrower. And they got around that with the little funky stuff. Oh, so, yeah, the mortgage fraud lawsuit is off the chain, and for the people who watch the update instruction video and the original and get in the group and communicate with me, if there's, they're all still in the house. So I don't remember anybody that actually invested in the mortgage fraud package that's not in their house. And there are a couple of people that are struggling, but it's because they didn't watch, and they did not watch the video. They invested in the package, and then they used the package according to what they thought was they should be doing based on their perception of the concept of the legal whatever. And most of the stuff that everybody knows is stuff that was taught to you by the same attorneys that are stealing your property right now. So you're welcome, Marcus. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Yeah, well, I don't tell anybody to do anything. You have to do it individually. Because when you do that, clog their ass up, then they ain't gonna be able to answer all y'all stuff at the same thing. Oh yeah, And then they gotta represent each individual case and pay all the money for each individual. Yeah, so that's yeah. Uh-huh. I didn't know, Urban. I know you invested in the mortgage fraud package, and I'm thinking that's what you invested in, if I remember correct. And so you should be filing a demand for sanctions, demand to strike. You should be filing your lawsuit against. See, people get in their head that they need to file this shit in state court and go sit over there and wait for the state court judge to rule. If you got the right people on your shit, you got the state and the judge on there anyway. Now, if you file the stuff yourself, then you need to be moving over to federal court, or as soon as the state court judge objects or orders you to do anything without the other people, and that's what they do. They order you to do a bunch of shit without the other people even answering. And they tried that shit with Tammy. Uh-huh. They want to do a show cause hearing. They told her, no, they didn't get the green card. They got people to answer for them and lie, and the judge ordered, yeah, no. So, I don't know, Irvin, if you're in the group, we could talk more in the group, but and I got your message. I don't really call people, so I left you the options that you have. If you invest in the premium package, then there is a communication protocol. Thank you, real estate guru. I'm really not here for the people. I'm here because I have to do this every day. This is my therapy for what they put me through and my wife through, and sending me back with forced medication order. I don't talk about Mr. Trump or political stuff on my business because people get to acting stupid about that. Evan, you need to figure that out, man. I already said what I'm saying. I don't really go over stuff because if I got to go over it, you need to go. You need to go back. The video is going to be posted. You can rewind it or something. 34 defendants. Yeah, that's ridiculous, girlfriend. So if you have 34 defendants, they're going to trip your ass up, make you miss something. One of those 34, because they're all going to serve individually. They do it individually, but then they try to tell you we need to do this group shit or whatever. Yeah, 34. Yeah. Well, good luck with that, girlfriend. Hey guys, I need to go hang out with my girlfriend. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. And the next live stream sometime down the road.